Today is April 6, 2011 at 3:25 in the morning. Yes, it's late. This is some Forex analysis. We're going to go over the pairs and crosses we talked about in the Sunday night update and take a look at what's going on. Feel free to contact me at tinymjs@gmail.com. That's my blog, and that's my Twitter name. So if you tweet, add me. Okay, let's take a look at the euro. Coming into the week, I was watching the euro for a move higher. I was targeting the top Keltner channel, and it looks like we're getting that breakout right here. So let's see what this does. I'd be watching for continuation plays to the long side on the smaller time frames. And in Forex, the smaller time frames are 60-minute, 120-minute. Okay, it's not like, since it trades 24 hours, it's not like stocks where you're getting a quarter of the time that the market is open and you're looking for 15-minute, half-hour charts, 5-minute charts, right? And you could trade off of them, I guess, in Forex. It's up to you, but to me, I think the longer-term charts give a better perspective. So the minimum I like to look at is an hourly chart, okay? But there's nothing wrong if you find that 15-minute charts or 5-minute charts, and that's fine. You know, do what's best for you, of course. But I'm looking for this upper Keltner to get tagged, so I'm going to be watching for continuation plays. And what's good about this is that if this does pull back a little bit intraday, or whatever it pulls back, you can really watch the previous breakout level. I'm not even counting Monday's candle here on the break. So you run a line across these highs, and then you watch if it pulls back. You watch how close we get to that support. If it dips below that support, well, then you change your strategy there. Okay, so that's the euro. Aussie dollar. Okay, I had mentioned that this looked like it was getting tired. This big, nice long run, but didn't pull back much. Still watching the support point here, and I just want to talk about that a little bit since I just talked about it on the euro. Now I'm going to talk about it here. If you're familiar with my stock videos, you know that I don't like to use support and resistance exact numbers. I like to use them as reference points. So if we were to come down and test this support point, I'd be watching a smaller time frame chart like a 60, 120, 240-minute chart, and I'd be looking for a pattern to develop there for potential buying up. I'm not just going to say, oh, it's that support, let's buy it. No. Okay, that's not how it works. So I'm watching to see what the Aussie dollar is going to do here. Here's the dollar yen. Now, the dollar yen, I was looking for some consolidation up here before perhaps another move higher, but it consolidated for a whopping one session, and now it's out outside of the Keltners. And a couple of these crosses and pairs, you'll see they're just on runaway moves. So to me, I just look at this and say, okay, I'm not going to step in front of the freight train. If I see something, a nice pure pattern setting up intraday for a short with a tight stop, then maybe that is something I would look at just for a little mean reversion, right? Kind of a move back down into inside the bands. But just shorting it randomly, no, that's really, really reckless and not what I like to do. Here's the dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss, sorry. And you can see it's still hanging in this big reversal candle body. So I'm watching for this to break for a potential shorting up here. That's dollar Swiss. Let's look at the loonie. It's a dollar CAD. I think it can try the bottom Keltner channel here. So we're watching that. I don't really see a pattern here, but dollar CAD looks lower. Okay, let's go to the euro yen. One that stabs me right in the heart. For those of you who watched the Sunday video, look, it doesn't even want to come up for me. For those of you who've watched the Sunday video, I'm testing a new system that has to do with ATR, and it's actually not bad. This one didn't work so well, but I was clear to tell everybody that I was short it, and I had a one mini lot, and I wound up getting stopped out. And this thing is just on a total tear. So if it signals again for me, I may come back in. But right now, I don't see anything here. I was looking for a pullback here. I was actually profitable a little bit on the trade. I think about $50, but wasn't enough. I was looking for 150 ticks, and it didn't get there. So this is really screaming out of control. So I mean, we could try to see where resistance may come in, but I still want to be really, 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 really careful here with shorting these big monster runaway moves. You could see up here 123.12, 120, yeah, 123.12 looks like a good area. That's a 78.6% retracement. And then we can run one from here too. And we could see that they kind of overlap with the 62% of the bigger move. Nope, the 50% of the bigger move, sorry, at 122.51. So those are your zones right there, 122.51 to 123.12. Okay, and that's a resistance zone. But I mean, this is out of the upper Keltner, so this thing could experience mean reversion before that. All right, but I'm not stepping in front of this one unless I get a signal in the system I'm testing. But I don't see anything here, and that's what I was clear about when I did this analysis, that just because it signaled on the system, I had a different view of why I thought it was going to pull in, because it poked out that side that Keltner. But obviously, nope. Bulls are in strong control. Let's look at the Euro Aussie. Okay, here's a Euro or Australian dollar. It didn't get to the lower Keltner, but you could see it had this small little wedge I drew in, and it broke out. But nothing really big yet. Still in wait-and-see mode on this exotic. Let's look at the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, watching that lower Keltner for potential support. Let's look at the Euro versus the pound. You can see that had a big down day on Tuesday. This cross. So we're watching this middle Keltner band, the moving average here, to see if this holds. But this is a nice little short-term uptrend, very short-term, only a couple weeks. So and in the overall picture, you can see, right, it's more choppy than in a trend. But maybe it's getting ready to form a big saucer with handle or whatever. But I don't know. I don't really see it that clearly, that pattern. All right, let's look at the cable. Okay, still choppy. A couple of nice days, right? A nice big expansion day, obviously, if the cable is gaining against the dollar here. So, but still in a big chop, big picture chop. Let's look at the cable yen, or pound yen, outside of the Keltner channel, and this was a big range expansion too. Okay, this one actually was triggering on the signal that I'm watching too, and this one wouldn't have worked either, but this one I didn't take. But this was a big push up here. Okay, and like I said, I'm fine-tuning this system. I wouldn't look to call trades off of it, or take full-size lot trades off of it until I got the rules down a little bit. And just because this one trade didn't look, it actually has some potentially promising results, but who knows, right? I want to forward test it a little bit more. Okay, let's look at pound Kiwi. Okay, I talked about this, how it was running down this lower Keltner, right? We put in the brackets here, and then you could see that it busted out of it on Tuesday, but Wednesday looks like it's forming a little consolidation here, digesting it. Aussie yen just keeps running, right? Like most of the yen crosses. Okay, here's a Swissy yen just poking out of the upper Keltner here for the first time in a while, right? It poked out back here, but I mean, it's a nice range expansion. So they're rocking and rolling these. They're rocking and rolling these crosses here, right? Okay, so it's did I show pound yen? Yeah, it's pound yen, Aussie yen, Swissy yen, Euro yen, and dollar yen, which looks the least crazy out of out of the group, right? Okay, so let's see. I think we went over all of them. Did we do Aussie Swiss? No, we didn't do Aussie Swiss. Okay. This came up to the, hey, what a shock. The upper Keltner actually held on this one after a big move, but no real pattern here. So that's it. That's all I got for today. Still waiting, still watching that Euro. Okay, and a couple of these exotics, if they decide to calm down and show some mean reversion, may offer some opportunity. But sorry for the late update. I will try to do another Forex update on Thursday. Have a great trading day on Wednesday.